Vicente. I think he's going to be able to stop the takedowns of Chiesa, and unless Chiesa's like hands have just grown leaps and bounds, even when he fought Neal, his hands just his footwork, it's just awkward. It's not proper. He throws a lot of arm punches, so even if he does land, it doesn't have the effect you would want it to have. And I just think Vicente's got power, he's got technique, and he's also another smart fighter. Like, he knows Chiesa wants to get him on the ground immediately. So I think he stops the initial takedown, keeps him on the feet, and starts to pick him apart.
You know, my big thing, James, is I've always just stayed, you know, in my lane and focused on what's ahead of me, you know. And for the big thing, I'm not paying attention to people that are out of my rear view window and that I'll never fight ever. So I just don't pay attention or care for what they do. And you know, I'm just focused on Marty Fake Newsman, Dustin Poirier, and, you know, this other Street Judas guy who's coming out here in the media now saying, oh, I'll fight Colby or Nick Diaz. I'm referring to the fragile guy, Judas Masvidal. Oh, I'll fight Colby. Oh, yeah, of course you'll come out now and say you'll fight me because you know I'm fighting Marty next for the belt. So, of course, it's safe to come out and say, oh, I'll fight Colby. He wants to save face, James, because he ducked me for 8 months, and they were trying to make that fight every single day after I knocked out Woodley, and he refused to fight me. And then, you know, now he's got on a 2-fight loss streak, and he got absolutely exposed, knocked out viciously, and by a guy that's never knocked anybody out like that. And, you know, he got exposed, and now he's coming out trying to save face, look tough. Oh, I'll fight Colby. But no, you won't, dude. If you would have fought me, you would have fought me the last 8 months when they offered you tough, when they offered you Vegas, New York, every single pay-per-view for like 6 months straight. So, you know, I just got personal beefs with these guys. You know, otherwise I probably wouldn't even want to fight him because he's a bum, and he's a journeyman. Like I said, man, he's got double-digit losses, almost 20 losses on his record for that fragile guy, Masvidal.
Whoo! That is... What are the odds on that? I mean, they got to be just even. But I would probably go with Michael Chiesa right now, just because he seems to be finding a way to get it done. Yeah, and his grappling against Neil Magny, was that his last fight? Neil Magny, his grappling against Neil Magny was just phenomenal, and Neil Magny's an absolute gangster. So yeah, Vicente is great, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Chiesa. So
that's a banger of a fight. I'll probably go with Vicente Luque. He's on it. He's on a roll.
Oh yeah, that's just a dog fight. I'm gonna go Vincent Luque on that one. I think you know, both guys are savages. Chiesa is an absolute animal. I just think Luque's striking. And I think his ability, he'll keep the fight on the feet. You know, he's got to avoid Chiesa's grappling. If Chiesa can get it to the ground, it's going to be a long night. But I think Vincent Luque can keep the fight on the feet, and his striking is just so dynamic. I think he gets it done.
Both guys, super cool guys, great guys. This is going to be a great fight, a very interesting fight. You know, Luque, obviously a banger, likes to stand and bang a lot, but on no slack on the ground. Chiesa is more of an on-the-ground guy, so... Yeah, it's a tough one, but I think I'm going to lean towards Luque.
That's a tough match, but I think it's going to be like a classic match between grappler against striker, and whoever can put his game on the fight is gonna win this one. I see like Vicente has the advantage on striking, and Chiesa has an advantage on the ground. So whoever can keep on his area is gonna have a great advantage, you know.
So I've trained with Vicente since I was 19 years old. Me and him would train at MMA Fight Club. We're really good friends. So I gotta go. And I love Chiesa too. I think he's a dog. Very impressed with everything he does and, you know, the way he carries himself. But I gotta go Vicente all day.
Ooh, I think Luque will win that one. Luque will win.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.